So you will have just seen some footage of me working on my new collection, Flower Garden, and I thought I would take the time to sit down and show you it properly. And I'm also going to show you some like updated shares of my journal kits as well, but we'll get to that in a bit. I just wanted to show you this collection in a little bit of detail. So as I said, it's called Flower Garden. We have lots of different flowers, all of them hand drawn by me, completely original. I've either used real life flowers, you know, as my models, as it were, or just found photos on the internet to just get an idea of what the flower's supposed to look like for things that aren't in bloom yet, like hydrangeas and peonies and stuff. Oh, while I remember, I just apologise for the state of my hands and arms. I've just been in the wars this past week. I burnt myself, scratches, all of the things. But anyway, just in case you were wondering. So let's take a look at this. So I have done, I'll show you the packs in a minute. I've done 10 sticker sheets for this one. Because there's so many different florals, it was hard to do like the general mix and match sheets that I usually do. So I have done 2 that have all like one of each of all the different flowers on, or in one case 2 because there was just a space to fill up. So one has the peonies, pansies, anemones and buttercups, and here we have camellias, hydrangeas, gerberas and geraniums. So that's Flower Garden 1 and Flower Garden 2. And then because, as I said, there's so many flowers, I've done a sheet for each different type of flower and the different colours I've done in them. So for example, if you really like peonies but you're not fond of anemones or something, you can just buy a peony sheet. I'm doing bundles as well. I'll talk about those in a sec, but I'll just go through. So there's the peonies there in pink, lilac and coral. We've got the hydrangeas in pink and blue. Hydrangeas are my favorite flower, so I had to include these. Gerbras as well, one of my second favorite flowers. We've got the orange, yellow and purple in those. Camellia in red and pink. Those were drawn from life, as it were, because we've got some camellia out the front. Pansies in purple, blue and a kind of deep reddish pink colour. Buttercups in the classic yellow and then in kind of like a faded pastel-y whitish yellow, because you do occasionally get buttercups that kind of colour, and I wanted at least 2 colours of each different flower. Got the anemones here, which I always want to say it like in Finding Nemo, you know, anemone. But yeah, so those are in the lovely pinkish red and the purple. And finally the geraniums in blue and a bright pink as well. So 1 each of those plus the sort of mix sheets. Then there are 2 packets of ephemera. There's like the small to medium one and then the large one. So the small one has 1 each of every different flower and colour. So there's 21 pieces overall, and just to give you kind of idea of the size of each of these. So it's a much smaller pack, as I said, 21 pieces in total. And then I'll put these back. There is the large pack, because some people have said they would like with my ephemera pack some really, really big pieces. So this is 47 individual pieces. It's at least 2 of each design and colour, and then there's a few extra buttercups and geraniums just to fill in the space on the cut file, because I don't like there being empty space. I like to, you know, fill it up as much as possible. But so there's some average size ones here, and then we get some really, really big ones. Let me find some of those for you. So like that peony is nice and big, and the gerbera. I love these peonies, I'm not gonna lie, I was really proud of these, and the hydrangeas as well. So nice big ones, the camellia, and then a slightly more medium sized one that's more similar to the smaller pack as well. So loads and loads in this pack, as you can see, just tons and tons of all different sizes. And then lastly we have the sticker flakes. These are very similar to the small ephemera pack, pretty much the same size, 21 pieces. Again, 1 of each colour and design. If you haven't seen my sticker flakes before, basically they are double cut, so they are really easy to peel, because you know some sticker flakes there's no obvious edge, you kind of have to push them off the backing, but these, as I said, they are double cut, so they're so easy to peel. I really, really like these. I think they are so cute. So there's that as well. So sticker flakes and 2 packs of ephemera. So as there are so many different options of, like, I've got way more different things than I usually do with the collection. I've got all sorts of different bundles you can get. So you can get a bundle of, say, just these 2 sticker sheets with 1 of each of all the main flowers on. You can get the 2 main sticker sheets and the ephemera, or the 2 or the small ephemera and the sticker flakes. You can get all the individual sheets, so sheets 3 through to 10. So 1 each of all the individual flowers. There's mix and match sticker bundles as well. So you can either choose 3 sheets or 5 sheets. So say you wanted peonies, pansies and geraniums, then you choose the mix and match 3, and then tell me in a message or notes to seller which 3 you want. Same, there's a 5 option as well, so 5 of whichever sticker sheet you want, but you must tell me at the point of making your order which sheets you want, otherwise I'll just pick them at random. So make sure if you want a bundle of 5, for example, to say which ones you want. I think there's 10 different options of bundles, so I've tried to think about as many options as possible. I think the biggest one is all 10 sticker sheets, the large ephemera and the sticker flakes. I think that's the biggest one, but all the info will be on the on the listing, and it will be down in the description for you to read on the listing, not on the video. So if I am talking nonsense and you're not fully getting what I'm saying here, it will be all like spelled out and written properly for you. So yeah, that is Flower Garden. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm not gonna lie, some of those designs like the hydrangea and the gerberas took me so long. They're all done on Procreate, but even when I'm on Procreate, I try to do them in a way that you can see things like brush strokes and it looks like a watercolor effect and things like that to make it a bit more, I don't know, more natural, arty looking. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, yes, just to clarify, these are all my original designs. You cannot get them anywhere else, and if you see them anywhere else, do tell me. So as I said, I also wanted to do a little share of my journal kits from my shop, because I haven't shared one of these in well over a year, and the very nature of them is they do really change over time as to what the contents are and the styles and things like that, because when you're using vintage papers and things, you know, once you run out and you have to source something new, find something new. So that's why I thought I would do a share. Just to be absolutely clear, this is not like an example of exactly what you would get. As I said, they really change. Every kit is different. You would not necessarily get these pages, these stickers, this washi, etc, etc. It's just to give you a rough idea. So this is the bumper junk journal kit. It also comes in a large and a regular, so obviously the bumper kit has the most amount of things in it, so just keep in mind certain things will not be in the other kits, but I'll try and tell you about what wouldn't be in those kits as I go through. And then I have my creative journal kit, which is much smaller, which I'll show you after that. But yes, to show you this, we'll start with the big papers. So these I usually roll up to send. Obviously I haven't packed this properly. It's usually done up with twine and put in a gusset envelope and decorated and labels and things like that, and I use wax seals and all of the things, but I didn't want to fully pack it because then I can't really show it to you properly. But yes, so the biggest papers in a bumper kit will be rolled up. In a large and a regular they would be folded. These ones, this isn't even going to fit in shot. This is an antique folio page. These are super old. These are, I can't remember this one exactly. That's like, one of them was 1795, to give you an idea of how old these are, but I just think they are gorgeous and so like antiqued and patinaed and yummy. Then here we have some music paper, and sometimes I have like the covers of music paper and things like that. Then we also have, there's a sheet of printed vellum. This one is really pretty with purple flowers and green leaves on. And then there is another paper which is completely random. It would be all sorts of things. So these are old little, I don't really know what they are, like envelope covers or something, or it is an envelope. They're perforated along here. I have no idea what they originally are, but you could also get a pattern paper, tea-dyed paper, all sorts of things for the extra paper. Then there is this little sort of folder of general vintagey book papers to use in your junk journal. And obviously this being the bumper kit, this has the most amount of pages. So we've got this lovely sort of florally page here, another florally one, a black and white, some antique paper which is in French and has some sort of lists or spending or something, I have no idea. Some Shakespeare here, which I really like. I love all the little flourishes and stuff on there. This is from a recipe book, but also has a little map on it. That's very cute. Page here, which is from a book about, it's called An Artist's Life or something like that. Some pages with ships and shipping timetables on. That is about flowers. It's like the growth and care of perennials. Then an actual floral page. I have a mix of photographic ones and actually like drawn ones. I have all sorts of things like that. Then just some more general nice little vintagey papers to either rip up and use in your journal, or because most of the papers I include are double papers, so you can bind them into a journal if you like. There might be one or two single ones like this one, but the majority will be double pages. Then there will always be what I call a special scrap, which is something I've pulled out which is particularly nice or special, and I include one in every kit. The one in this one is this beautiful floral page. Isn't that just so lovely? They're usually bigger in the bumper kits and they might be smaller in the other ones. Then other little bits and pieces, that is just like a little bit of not copy paper, what's it called? You know, like from a receipt book where you would write it and then it would print on the other page. A large doily, a napkin for decoupage, some handmade or mulberry paper, and a fabric scrap as well. The large also comes with a fabric scrap, but it's generally smaller, and they can be anything from something like this, or general fabric curtains and things that I have, or napkins, old vintage napkins, things like that. It's, as I said, I try and have as many different things to include in these kits, so they're all very, very different, as I keep saying. And then you get a little baggie with lots of little bits and pieces including a washi tape. So in the bumper you will get a wide washi tape like this. In the large it is a sort of a normal size washi tape, you know, the 2 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter ones, and in the regular kit it is a skinny washi tape. A sheet of stickers. In the bumper kits it will either be a nice big one like this or one of my own sticker sheets. In the large it's a slightly smaller one, and they do not come in the regular kits. And then 3 envelopes of goodies. Now there's 3 in every kit, it just depends how much is in each envelope. So in the little glassine envelope here we have some old tea cards and cigarette cards of different types. Most of them are tea cards. I don't have as many old cigarette cards as I do these. So there's 5 of those, and then little bits of ephemera and stickers, which are obviously vintage style but not necessarily genuine vintage like, say, the tea cards are. But as I said, there is an absolute mix of things: florals, stamp styles, a little fairy there, butterflies, and these little cards as well, which I think are super cute. And then of course, as I said, you get all 3 envelopes in every kit. It's just the amount that's in each little envelope. So I think in the bumper it's 25 pieces in here, in the large it's 20, in the regular it's 15, and so on. Same for these. Oh, a little stray Coke bottle there. So this envelope has, it's the same sort of thing but slightly larger. So you've got a vintage playing card, a little paper, other little papers, lots of beautiful stickers like those, these little vellum prints, which I love. I think they are adorable. A large sort of old stamp thing from an envelope, and this little label. And then in the big envelope, it's only a vellum envelope for bumper kits. It's a different type of envelope for the other 2. We have a tiny little envelope. I'm not going to open it up because I've sealed it, but it has pressed flowers and petals in there, and those only come in the bumper kits, the pressed flowers and petals. We have some really large florally stickers, this kind of bookmarky thing, another little vellum piece, a page here, a little ticket, another page. That's a big sticker there. It will either be a super large sticker like this, or a mini sticker sheet, an old index card, a vintage postcard, and then another itty bitty little glassine bag with lots of vintage and retro stamps in, and it's a mix of sort of classic UK Queen's Head style ones, and then special UK ones like these ones, and then there's also the international ones as well. So like here we have Switzerland, India, Australia, South Africa, Switzerland again, Netherlands, and Spain. Oh, that is super old, that one. So yes, that is the bumper junk journal kit. As I have said over and over again, the other kits are similar in style, just have fewer bits and pieces in them. Where have the flowers gone? Have they gone in there already? Oh yeah, there they are. But yes, I just wanted to give you an idea of what's going on with the kits at the moment, just because, as I said, I haven't shared them in well over a year, and they do change. Like, for example, a year ago I didn't have the stamps or the tea cards, so we have those. Now I think it has slightly more genuine vintage items than it used to. So I'm going to put that aside for a second and also show you the creative journal kit. So these are ones that there might be a couple of vintagey style things in here, but they're generally more modernish items, pretty florals and things like that. It's more like a little journaly grab bag. sort of thing. I have sadly had to raise the price. In case you've been around for a while and have noticed there's been a price increase in some of the kits, it's because of the new import laws in the UK and taxes and stuff. I'm having to pay a higher price for anything that I stock. Even if I stock it from the UK, they've had to raise their prices because of import laws. So that's why I've had to, unfortunately. You may have noticed a lot of shops doing it. I know it's kind of negative to talk about, but I thought I would let you know. So in the Creative Journal kit, you get 6 A5-ish papers, just nice ones to use in your journal. So we have craft, some handmade and mulberry style papers. So there's like a really thin, delicate one with little twigs and leaves in, and then a really thick mulberry style, some Concra laid paper, some parchment paper, and some thick vellum. A piece of doily as well, and then you get this lovely glassine bag, which you could obviously use in your journal as well, which has, so we have a little envelope, one of those little cash envelope things of little bits, which I will show you. Just sort of pour these out, make sure I get everything. So this one will have a mix. It's mostly stickers, but there's some other little bits and pieces as well. So really nice floral stickers, and then these just like fun vellum style or washi stickers, I think they get called sometimes. 5 tabs for your journal, a mix of patterned and grid and craft. 3 little mini tags and another little vellum piece like that. And then also the larger pieces, we have some of these beautiful, really big stickers like that. One of my handmade tags. This thing, which I thought was like a little plastic bookmark, but it's actually a sticker, so that's exciting. One of these little bookmarks, another washi, huge, that's upside down. Is that upside down? I can't figure out which way around that is. That way, I'm sure it is. A large washi sticker, some of these lovely little printed vellum pieces like this, so a mix of small ones and usually one large one, and another piece of mulberry or handmade paper. So I'm trying to think how many individual items. It's roughly 20 pieces in the little envelope, then 12 to 15 pieces in the glassine envelope, plus 6 papers and the doily, plus the envelopes and the bags themselves. So how many is that? So it's around 40 to 45 pieces, whether you count the envelopes and bags themselves. And as of course with these, just like the junk journal kits, they are all completely different. The pictures on Etsy and this video is just, as I said, it gives you a rough idea of the kind of thing you get in it. I have had people say, you know, can you do me a kit exactly like the pictures? And unfortunately, no, I can't, because those pictures were taken a long time ago and I haven't got that stuff anymore. But it as I said, it gives you a rough idea. I feel like you need to play a drinking game and take a shot every time I say gives you a rough idea. But yes, I am sorry I've had to raise the prices. It's just the nature of, oh, siren, of, you know, certain political things that have happened in this country, if you know what I mean. Although the rest of Europe will be doing the same law or similar in June, I think. So anyways, I don't like having to raise my prices, but sometimes I just don't have a choice. And I haven't raised them by a lot. It's more just to cover the tax and stuff, or the extra tax that I'm having to pay. As a little side note as well, if you are watching and really like the look of either of the 2 kits I have just shown you, I will keep them aside. And if you're planning on making an order in the next week, say, pop a message in the notes to seller, say, can I have that kit that you shared? And if I still have it, then I will send that one to you. So just put it in a message to seller. It might be gone, who knows. But yeah, I think that is going to be it from me. I am just going to go over to my computer and edit all those zillions of photos for my Etsy listings that you would have watched me. Where's sheet number 10 gone? Oh, there it is. But yes, go and edit all of those zillions of photos you watched me take, and then I have to write the listings and list all the different packages and anything like that. So that takes quite a while, but the collection will be up at the same time as this video. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think of my new collection. If you have any questions or anything about the bundles, the process, or anything like that, I'm perfectly happy to answer. And yeah, obviously links in the description. And if there's anything else in my shop that you would like me to show in a video in more detail, please let me know. I can do that, no problem at all. So yep, as I said, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up. And as I said, chat to me in the comments with your thoughts and any questions. And I really am going now. Okay, bye.